Hey guys, it is Luke from RetroRevival here, and as you can see today, I am doing another custom LEGO minifigures video. And next week, next Friday, on the 19th of March, there is a new Marvel Studios show releasing on Disney+, and this is of course Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now back in January we had WandaVision, and I actually did one of these videos for that show, and it actually did very well, and I want to thank you guys for that. So I thought, let's do it for this show. And we've actually got 3 figures here, not just 2. So in the middle we've got Sam Wilson, also known as the Falcon. We've also got Bucky Barnes, also known as the Winter Soldier or the White Wolf, depends what you like. And then all the way over to the right, you have Baron Zemo. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the figures. So guys, here is the first figure, and this is obviously Sam Wilson, also known as the Falcon, although he could also be known now as the new Captain America, because this is the Captain America version of his Falcon suit. So I'm going to start off with the hair and work my way down. And this hair mold is the kind of like black bumpy, like shaved hair look. And I don't think this is great for this figure, just because it looks kind of long. And Sam is very close shaven on the top of his head. But this is quite a difficult piece to get right. Then going down to his face, you can see, of course, he's got these big goggles with the red lenses. He's also got his beard and his mouth, and this face is absolute perfection. I can't think of any better face. Just look at it, it is just awesome. And then before we go to the torso, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and these, of course, are his Falcon wings. They're not too detailed, but it's a cool mold, and the printing on there is pretty good. Then going down to the torso, this is mainly navy, with, of course, the big white American star in the middle. He's got the red stripes going across there. He's got the red, white, and blue all down here with this mechanical look, just really detailed. And there's also lots of black lines showing a bit more detail of the different parts of armor on this suit. And I've just realised it's going to be impossible for me to show you the arms of this figure, so I'm just going to tell you what it is now. He's got the Captain America patches on the top of his arms with the red around it, and he's got a few gauntlets on his wrists to kind of like control like the drone he has and stuff like that. But anyway, one more thing before we get to the legs. Of course, this Captain America shield. It's not printed very well, but it looks pretty cool. Then going down to the legs, these aren't very easy to see, but these are also mainly in navy with a lot of dark detail on there just to show the different parts of the armor of this suit. It also gives it a kind of mechanical look. Then down at the bottom he has the grey boots, and then on the sides of this figure you can see the navy at the top and the boots at the bottom, but there's no other printing except from that. Then on the back of the figure, the printing on the back of the wings mirrors the image that's on the front. You can see the back of the boots and the back of the legs, but there's no other printing. And he also has this back piece to show the back of his wingsuit, and also I guess you could say this is like the place where the shield would go, but it's mainly silver and there's a little bit of red on there. So guys, here is the next figure, and you cannot have the Falcon without the Winter Soldier. Here is Bucky Barnes. This is actually his look from around the time of Infinity War, and this is because he has the long hair, and in the show he actually has short hair, but I couldn't find a figure that had this, so this is going to be our best bet. So let's start off with the hair. And this is the Luke Skywalker, like the old Luke Skywalker hair mold in brown, and this is absolutely perfect. This is just so spot on, it is a great choice. Then going down to the face, you can obviously see his beard and his eyebrows, his mouth and his eyes, and this is also spot on, you can tell exactly who it is. Then going down to the torso, he has this blue leather jacket on, with lots of diagonal black lines, and there's a few brown pads on his shoulders. This is really nice and detailed. He has 2 different separate arms, which I'll show you in a little bit, but going on to his legs, you can also see more brown detailing down here. You can see the straps going across the bottom half of his legs and the brown parts of his boots. Another really detailed, nice part of this figure. Now going over to the one side of this figure, he's got a mainly navy arm, and he has like this little cuff down here in this brown, and there's a few silver buckles there, really nice and detailed. There's no other printing on the rest of the side of the figure though, but he does have this awesome gun mold. This just looks great. And then on the other side, of course, you've got his metal arm, and there's a lot of gold and silver and black detailing on here, just showing each segment and where it kind of gives him a bit of articulation in his arm, and I think this is pulled off really well. Now on the back of this figure, there's no printing on the back of the legs, which is a little bit of a shame. However, there is some printing on his back, just showing all the different folds and creases and where his leather jacket has been sewn together with these black lines. He also has these two little dots down at the bottom. I guess this is to show like the bottom of the jacket. And he also has this silver clip, which I guess could be a place where he could put a gun. And now the final figure is the villain of the show. This is Baron Zemo. He was first introduced to us in the MCU in Civil War. However, in this show, he's finally going to have his classic, iconic mask that he had in the comics. So let's start off on this. This is bright purple with the darker purple stripes coming down with two eye holes, and of course you can see his eyes through there. This looks great, and it is accurate to the comics. Then going down to the torso, you can see a little bit of purple on the chest there. This is just where the bottom of the mask ends. Then he has this really cool coat. However, we've seen in the trailers for the show, it's kind of like a trench coat, which doesn't really show off great on this figure. And this does look a little bit messy, just because there's so much going on. But let's just talk about it. He has got the collar right there in the middle, with a lot of white, silver, black and grey detailing. He's got two buckles coming over his shoulders. He's also got the belt going down there, and I guess the middle of his jacket. I'm just saying it's quite hard to see what is actually going on, just because there's so much. Then going down to the legs, he has these two dots on his knees, which I'm assuming are knee pads. He then has these two creases underneath that, and then he has the tips of his shoes down the bottom. Now, both of his arms are the same, so there's no point showing you both, but he has this silver cuff at the bottom, and then this really cool section up here with the grey surrounding the Hydra logo, and of course he has this black sword. Then on the back of this figure, there's no printing on the back of the legs. However, there is some printing on the back of the mask with more of the dark purple lines. And of course, on the back of his torso, there is some more printing. For instance, there is the straps that were on the front of the figure continuing to the back. You can see the back of his neck, I guess you could say, but this is silver. He's got some more stripes and things going down the back. And of course, the elephant in the room, the great looking Hydra logo in the middle. So guys, here are the figures at the end, and as I always do at the end of all these videos, I'm going to say which is my favourite and which is my least favourite. And I'm going to be completely honest, this is actually a very hard choice because all these figures are actually great. I guess my favourite one would probably be Sam, just because it's got so much going for it and it just looks really cool. And then I'd probably say my least favourite is probably Baron Zemo. This might just be because we haven't really seen anything of him yet, and I just don't think this figure stands out compared to the other two. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I know it's going to do really well because everybody loves Marvel. And if you are interested, you can go and watch the WandaVision video right now, and there's also a Deadpool video that I've done, and a Guardians of the Galaxy video I've done if you are into Marvel. And there's loads of other ones, including Game of Thrones, and a couple of musicians, and yeah, there's just loads and loads and loads of these custom LEGO minifigure videos on my channel, all in a playlist, so go and check them all out right now. So guys, I've been Luke from RetroRevival. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.